Pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil, pas de soleil. Da-di-da.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to analyze an accident that occurred in Nairobi. There are two things that are going to be considered when ruling on who was on the wrong in this accident: NTSA Highway Code and the Traffic Act. Section 51 of the Highway Code on overtaking states that before overtaking, you should make sure the road is sufficiently clear ahead and there is a reasonable distance in front of the road user you plan to overtake. In this case, the driver of the car has committed an offense of overtaking without making sure that the road is clear ahead. Section 47 of the Traffic Act on reckless driving states that 1. Any person who drives a motor vehicle on a road recklessly or at a speed or in a manner which is dangerous to the public, having regard to all the circumstances of the case, including the nature, condition, and the use of the road, and the amount of traffic which is at the time or which might reasonably expected to be on the road, is guilty of an offense and liable for a first conviction to a fine not exceeding 100,000 shillings or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years. Again, in this case, the car driver might be found guilty with the offense of reckless driving. Section 53 of the Traffic Act on Obstruction states that 1. No vehicle shall be allowed to remain in any position on the road so as to obstruct or to be likely to obstruct or cause inconvenience or danger to other traffic users using the road. 2. The driver of any vehicle shall, in case of a breakdown, remove the vehicle from the road as soon as possible, and until so removed, the vehicle shall be placed as close to the side of the road as possible. And as the vehicle remains on the road between the hours of 6:45 p.m. and 6:15 a.m., its position shall be clearly indicated by a light or lights visible to other drivers of vehicles approaching from either direction. 3. If any part of the vehicle remains on or near the road in a position so as to obstruct or to be likely to obstruct or to cause or to be likely to cause inconvenience or danger to other traffic users using the road, the driver shall place on the road not less than 50 meters from the vehicle 2 red reflecting triangles of such construction and dimensions as may be prescribed, one ahead of the vehicle and one behind it, so that each is clearly visible to drivers of vehicles approaching from ahead or behind, as the case may be. 4. Any person who leaves any vehicle on a road in such a position or manner or in such a condition as to cause or to be likely to cause any danger to any person shall be guilty of an offense and liable for a first conviction to a fine not exceeding 50,000 shillings or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 1 year. In this case, the Nissan driver might be found guilty with the offense of obstruction for failing to place a warning sign indicating that his vehicle had stalled or broken down. However, if the driver can be able to argue that his vehicle had stalled and he was getting out of his vehicle to place the warning sign before he was hit, then he will win the case. The driver of the car, on the other hand, has very little chances of winning the case. He can only win the case if the Nissan driver is found to have stopped on the road without his vehicle having any mechanical problem.